just overall, everything about the SlurryKat tanker ticks a lot of boxes for us. Hi, my name is Shane Beattie, farming here in Nurney, County Kildare, alongside my father Trevor and my uncle Morris. We are currently farming about 700 acres of tillage crops, and then we have 300 acres of grass. We also have a small herd of beef cattle as well. Here behind me we have our 2018 3,000 gallon SlurryKat tanker. Since coming home from college back in 2018, this was our first big purchase as such on the farm. So there's a lot of thought went into which tanker we'd buy. We were running a smaller tanker, so we thought long and hard about it. We looked at many different brands, and in the end we went with the 3,000 gallon SlurryKat tanker with a 10.5 metre duo dribble bar on the back. So on this tanker, she's a 3,000 gallon tanker. She's on 710 tyres, air and hydraulic brakes. She has a sight tube on her, a few extra lights, and then we have a 12 metre duo SlurryKat dribble bar on our twin macerator. The tanker is currently in its 8th season. We spread approximately 1 million gallons a year with it, all through the dribble bar. In those 8 seasons, we've had no issues. The tanker just travels perfectly on the ground, even if it's a little damp at times. She sits on 710 tyres. Our biggest tractor pulls it is 165 horsepower. We don't have any issues. Very comfortable on the road, the way she sort of recessed down a little bit. She's a great tanker to pull behind. Overall, I wouldn't be looking elsewhere for a tanker if I was in the market for another one. When we purchased the tanker, a few things stood out to us. The build quality seemed second to none. The added little extras that you get sort of as standard on the tanker. Also, then it had the look appeal, I suppose you'd call it. It was a good tanker. It's nice to look at. It stood out, especially we put it in the black. The paintwork is second to none. I washed it up. It would look the days if it came out of the factory. Maintenance wise, it's fairly straightforward. Keep it greased, keep it washed, keep it housed. The pumps as well, they're all in good, like everything is pretty straightforward on it there. So everything gets sprayed through the dribble bar here on the farm, and over the years we found we spread and digestate, so we're getting more benefit using the dribble bar. Obviously we're capturing more nitrogen, more nutrients, we're using less slurry, and on this grass here that we're on now, this hasn't got bagged fertiliser in 10 years. We haven't put bagged fertiliser, and that's down to partly just using digestate, but also swapping over from splash plate to dribble bar. In 2022 we swapped a 10.5 metre dribble bar for a 12 metre dribble bar, so we went up the size in tram lines. We also opted for twin macerator rather than single. Digestate's fairly watery and there's no foreign objects in it, so in that sense we have no issues with the macerators or anything like that. It's pretty straightforward. Empty the stone trap sort of every day after you're finished using it and you're good to go. Maintenance wise, it's fairly straightforward. Fold her out, you have your greasing pints clearly labelled. Just give it a shot of grease, keep it clean, keep it housed. I mean, that's the life of the machine really. So with the dribble bar, especially using GPS, we're accurately able to spread slurry, and there's no time wasted. You're dropping it exactly where you want it and when you want it. Since swapping over to using dribble bars, we've noticed a great increase in our grass yield for slurry used. We're able to cut back on slurry a little bit. We're able to push the grass a little more. We get 3 cuts of grass every year, just purely using digestate spread through the dribble bar. And with that, it's saving us a massive cost on artificial fertiliser. We're also helping the environment by using digestate and slurry. You're also able to keep your buffer zones exactly where you want it with the dribble bar. There's no overlap. You're not spreading too far one side, too little another side. You're dropping it straight where you want it. With that, our grass is very important to us. We produce a lot of haylage and hay and silage for mainly the equine industry. So grass growth to us is very important. It's important we get decent cuts of grass all the time. And with this 12 metre dribble bar, we're able to do that. So our tanker is 8 years old. We purchased this tanker in 2018 off a Darren Bailey of Bailey Machinery Sales there. I have referred friends to Darren and they have bought tankers off him. I think if you are in the market for a tanker, I definitely look at SlurryKat, and if you're in the south of Ireland, I definitely wouldn't look past Darren Bailey for a SlurryKat tanker. You definitely won't be disappointed. The build quality is second to none. The paintwork is phenomenal. Overall, since we bought this tanker, we've never once regretted buying this tanker. We've always thought it was a good move. As I said, the comfort on the road, the comfort in the field, just overall, everything about the SlurryKat tanker ticks a lot of boxes for us.